Hello and welcome to this brief informational video about the independent study program that is being offered at the district. We're going to go over a few key pieces of information so that you can make an informed decision about what is in the best interest of your student and whether independent study is or is not the right fit. So first and foremost, independent study is a voluntary learning program. So we do have quite an extensive offering of courses at the comprehensive high school. We do offer through the independent study program complete access to courses that are required for graduation and A to G. The two are not necessarily one and the same. However, students can get all of their graduation credits and access to A to G classes through the independent study program. We also provide a list of district-approved courses and curriculum, and those courses are going to be offered through a program called Apex Learning, and they will also be under the supervision and support of a certificated teacher. So the curriculum that comes with Apex is A to G compliant, has been adopted by our district and reviewed, and of course the student would have the benefit of a certificated teacher to support them through that coursework on a weekly basis. The student would be assigned 30 hours of weekly assignments and work. There would be a detailed account of learning objectives, due dates, and assignments outlined for the student. They also have the ability to access 6 courses over the course of a year. An independent study contract can only last for at maximum 1 year. Every week, the student will need to participate in weekly either in-person or synchronous one-on-one meetings with the assigned and certificated teacher who will support them through their coursework. Fallbrook Union High School District is a one-to-one Chromebook district, so all of our students are provided the opportunity to access technology devices one-to-one. And it would be no different for an independent study program student. Additionally, if students are in need of internet connectivity, we do have an application. You'll see the link there in English and Spanish to hotspots. And then last but not least, in our independent study program, we do offer some additional academic supports to students who are English learners, students with exceptional needs. If a student does have an IEP, it is required that there is an addendum to the IEP and that independent study is indicated as a support for the student. We also provide support to our McKinney-Vento students, our foster youth, and mental health and support services to all of our students. And any student who participates in independent study would have access to some of these supports. When the parents meet with the teacher and the counselor, a discussion of what types of supports might be necessary for a student can be discussed and can be indicated in the agreement. So what are the next steps? The next steps are, if you still are interested in independent study for your student, please make sure you indicate your interest on the attached and linked form. You will then be contacted by the school and you will need to complete and sign a written agreement in conjunction with the counselor and the independent study teacher, because you will go over all the parameters of the independent study program and the contracts of each course the student will be taking. You will also go over contracts, objectives, outlines, due dates, methods of communication, and supports with the counselor and the teacher. What are the student and the parent responsibilities? Well, weekly attendance for synchronous instruction, and that can be in person or again, it can be synchronous instruction. It is expected that students are completing their assigned work on a weekly basis. It is time value work. So where I had mentioned earlier that there would be 30 hours worth of coursework per week, that 30 hours is the student's attendance. So an absence or missing 3 assignments within 1 week would result immediately in a required parent-teacher conference to review the written agreement and reconsider the independent study program's impact on the student's achievement and well-being. And so what that means is if there are absences for more than 3 school days or 60% of the instructional days in a school week, or a violation of the master agreement and contract, the result could be tiered re-engagement at the school site where the student would have more extensive supports. Again, independent study is a voluntary program for our students. It is a wonderful program. They have access to A to G courses and the necessary graduation requirements. But we also have extensive offerings, in-person offerings, electives, and athletics at our school site. If you have additional questions, please reach out to your counselor. Please fill in the form. Let us know if you are interested, and we will contact you from there. Thanks so much.